I was diagnosed with cancer in 2011. Thought I had kidney stones, so I went to the emergency room, and turned out that I had renal cell carcinoma. I had the biopsy. They confirmed that I did have metastatic renal cell carcinoma in my lungs. Chemotherapy? It just never even crossed my mind. But I can tell you from the experiences that I've had with people who've had chemotherapy, as a general rule, all it does is compromise your immune system and make things worse and makes your quality of life really bad. And then I met this one fella here whose wife was getting the immune pheresis, and he was telling me about her treatment and things like that. And I told Dr. Castleberry, I said, wow, I said, that would be great. I wish I was able to do that. In the meantime, it had spread to my bones because the mass was so large that it was going into my ribs, and so the cancer went into my bones. I went and I had the treatment in Germany with Dr. Lenz at the Lenz Clinic. Yes. And I was there for 5 months. It's about 6 hours a day on a machine that's kind of like a dialysis machine, only it's kind of half dialysis, I guess you would call it. I would get up at 9 in the morning. Well, I would get up early. I'd be down there by 9 in the morning. And then you're in a bed, and they take your blood pressure and your temperature and make you comfortable. And then you have a port in. That's the first thing they do when you get there, is put in a port. They hook you up to the machine, and then you're on the machine until lunchtime. It's very boring because you just sit there and that's what you do. Now, towards the middle, they wanted me to have a day off, and I kind of balked at that because I was feeling 100 times better. I could breathe and I had energy, and when I got there, I could barely walk up the stairs. My breathing, I would walk so far and I'd be, just a mess. And I was just feeling so good that, but the concern was when they do the treatment and they get all this dead stuff going in your body, the tumor's dying, so it goes in your body, and you have to be careful that you don't do it too quickly because it can get too much in your system. So, but they kept checking to make sure I was okay. Some people would get tired. I didn't get particularly tired, but they like you to try and take it easy. But really, I didn't. I just felt better. That's all. I mean, I would tell him I could feel the mass getting smaller because I could feel it, and I could feel it getting smaller. And I told the doctor, I said, I can feel it getting smaller, and he said, yeah. So, and then after a while, it just wasn't there. There's a lot worse people who have been there with a lot worse cases than I had, but mine was pretty bad. So there were some people there that I had met and who were also going through the treatment. And one lady, girl really, she had breast cancer. She was a dancer, and she had also gone into remission and is still in remission. We keep in touch. Dr. Lenz is exactly the same way. He's amazing. He's exactly the same way. You just walk into a room and you're immediately calm. He's very attentive to what you say. And in fact, he's more, how do you think it's working? Because you're the one in your body who knows. Even though they do all the tests, he wants to know what you think and how you feel. Dr. Castleberry as well. So, yeah, same way. And the staff there, the nurses there, wonderful. Very attentive, same type of thing. And make sure you're comfortable. They never leave you alone. There's alarms on the machines. They're always with you. You have your own nurse. It's just very calming doctors, all of them. But I am very thankful that the way everything came together and I was able to have this treatment, and I'm able to be here talking to you, and I feel great. And that's the bottom line right there. I felt great through all the treatment. I was able to go and climb mountains. I went to the top of Germany. I was able to go on hikes and I did a lot of walking. And it's just nice to be able to have treatment and then be able to go do all those things on the weekends when you're not getting treatment. I am in full remission. My tumors all shrunk, and everything looks really good. I feel really good. And if it wouldn't have been for the immunophoresis, I wouldn't be here right now talking to you.